Let me bring in Dr. Amit Sen now. He is a director and co-founder of Children First. He has been working as a child psychiatrist for over 30 years. Prajita Gautam is president of Delhi Parents Association. And we have Dr. Anika Mehrotra. Dr. Amit Sen, here is a child, the parents say, has been completely healthy. And if you look at the suicide note, that also highlights his mental condition. Many would say that it's sheer humiliation that has pushed him to taking that, ending his own life. What are your thoughts? Why is this almost turning to be a silent epidemic among children?
Absolutely, unfillable void that they'll have in their lives, the loss, the pain of it, right? So one part of it is to do with the justice in this particular instance, right? But like you said, it is an epidemic, and in our country, suicide actually ranks as the #1 cause of death in young people from the age group of 15 to 25. And indeed, at least every hour, there is a death by suicide in this age group. So if we want to actually address it in a large scale, in a preventative manner, then only looking at the legalities and the punishment and consequences of it is not going to work. We can't wait for these kind of incidences to happen. There are many trajectories and there are many determinants which lead a young person to eventually, after months and years of jarring experiences, humiliation, that they eventually take that step. And meanwhile, they could have gone through relational difficulties, emotional difficulties, not being recognized, criticized, put down by others, and so on and so forth. So this is also a case, an example that this child actually was good in so many different things. Reading the newspaper, it seems he was talented. He was very good in sports. He was excelling in acting and script writing even. But he was not doing well in academics. And a large part of the criticism and the negative attention he got in school was because of the academics. To understand, for schools to understand, for parents and the community to understand that children are different, they're wired differently. That's about neurodivergence, neurodiversity. And we have to treat and, to engage with every child with their merits, their strengths, is the first thing that I'll put down
Absolutely.
there. Then there was another very disturbing case of a 9-year-old girl who ended her life sometime today, I believe. Yeah. And that kid was being bullied for 18 months and nobody did anything about it in school. So bullying is yet another thing that
yes, Dr. Anika Mehrotra, here is the 16-year-old who has mentioned the names of teachers who humiliated him. And he accuses these teachers of harassment. He complained to his parents as well. The parents raised it with the school. Nothing moved. It seems that everything around him turned against him. What kind of schools are we running if these schools are turning out to be so hostile to young minds? Instead of nurturing them, instead of shaping them.
Absolutely right, Maria, because this is not the process. This is not the way. Because you are bound to have regular performance report. You're bound to check on your teachers. We are, also do stress management for teachers. There's so many workshops so that, their stress levels managed and a monitoring is done for the teachers also. So how come the coordinator or the in charge or whatever the hierarchy the school follows didn't even bother to see? Because in a PTM also, parents teacher meeting, all the different aspect of child is brought in and is discussed among teachers also as to how to go about it. So it's very surprising because it's not the way. At least in Delhi schools I've seen, we're very particular. There are cameras also, and if there is bullying going on, we have slogans, campaigning, we have nukkad natak to teach the children also. Because it's not that the teachers also have to be learned, students also have to learn and come out of it, and to brave it out, to have that kind of a sense that prevails, that education is child-centric and the school has to work towards their holistic development.
Pradeep promised his son that he will ensure that the school is changed. This is the school that he has been studying since class 2nd. So imagine, for 8 years he has been in this school. And the harassment begins only a few months ago. And the school doesn't respond. Isn't it bound on the school to ensure that they create that space for children?
Thank you. इसके लिए मैं यही कहूँगी कि यस, स्कूल बिल्कुल डेफिनेटली बाउंड होता है। आफ्टर द प्रद्युमन केस, जो हम सबको याद है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट की कुछ डायरेक्शंस आई थी, जजमेंट्स बहुत अच्छी आई थी, ऑफ कोर्स इन फेवर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स एंड पेरेंट्स। और उसके बाद इनफैक्ट दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट ने भी बहुत सारे अपने सेफ्टी नॉर्म्स के लिए अपने सर्कुलर्स भी निकाले थे। बट रियलिटी ये है, जैसे आपने सुना पेरेंट का, प्रदीप जी का बयान, उन्होंने जाके बात भी की है, यानी कि बच्चे ने जो कंसर्न था अपने पेरेंट्स को बताया, पेरेंट्स ने स्कूल में जाके बात भी की है। बट यहाँ पेरेंट्स की समस्या मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी, बच्चा 10th क्लास में था, वो लास्ट मोमेंट में या एंड ऑफ द ईयर, जो ऑलमोस्ट एकेडमिक सेशन खत्म होने वाला है, वो इस टाइम पे स्कूल चेंज नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि सीबीएसई के अपने नॉर्म्स हैं, क्योंकि वहां पे जिस बच्चे ने 9th जिस स्कूल से की है, उसी स्कूल से आपको 10th करना है। वर्स्ट सिनेरियो में भी अगर आप कोई भी रीजन दे के आप करते हैं, तो आपको सीबीएसई में एक लंबे प्रोसेस से गुजरना पड़ेगा। बट यहाँ पर जब स्कूल इस बात को जानता था, स्कूल को ये भी पता है 10th का बच्चा है, जैसे प्रदीप जी ने बोला, उसको मार्क्स देने, हर सब्जेक्ट में 20 मार्क्स आते हैं। मैं पेरेंट्स की मेंटल सिचुएशन और लिमिटेशन समझ सकती हूँ, क्योंकि ऐसे हमारे पास बहुत केसेस आती हैं। यहाँ पे फर्स्ट स्टेप जो सेंसिटाइजेशन जो होना चाहिए स्कूलों में, टीचर्स का होना चाहिए, जो सेंसिटिविटी होनी चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा लगता है आज की सोसाइटी में हम लोगों की सेंसिटिविटी जीरो हो चुकी है।
We have to understand that the challenges that the children of this generation are facing very different from what we faced or the generation ahead may have faced. The level of exposure is far more. And here is the boy who is seeking help. The parents also reached out to school. The school did not support them. That's the big question here. And the onus certainly in this case, Dr. Anika Mehrotra will be on the school. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Amit Sen, Aprajita Gautam and Dr. Anika Mehrotra.